G'day everyone, my name's Tom from Tiernal Adventures. We've been in the Namakwa National Park for the past 4 days. What an incredible setting, as I'm sure you'll see in the background. Layla, my beautiful wife, behind the camera filming today. We've had a lot of people come up and ask us about the RoofPod. We've only done 3 or 4 trips with it, some of them quick, some of them a little longer. We did do 2 weeks in Okavango Delta wild camping. But yeah, one of the frustrating things I found when we were looking at the RoofPod is that there were no review videos online. So maybe it's time we fix that problem ourselves. So here it is, the RoofPod. I'm going to even wear the cap today. We're not sponsored or endorsed, but we do really like the product. One of the biggest advantages of rooftop tent, of course, is the ease of setting up compared to a ground tent. There's no ground sheets, there's no pegs, there's no getting carried away with your setup time. It's really quick and easy. This is a much lighter tent, which we'll talk about later, being one of the biggest pros and why we went with the RoofPod over everything else. But to open up, all you've got to do is unhook these, drag your zip all the way along. Pops over this little gas strut and to the front. Same thing on the other side. On the left side of the car, you'll see there's an extra step. This is the RoofPod awning, which we'll do a review on later. We've only got it just recently for this trip, very exciting, but unfortunately it does just mean an extra 12 seconds or so, just undoing the 3 straps and letting it drop down. After that, the easy part starts. All you got to do is unhook these latches on both sides, give her a little push, and away she goes. Comes with a standard telescopic ladder, so you just start it from the top, open it up bit by bit. You get the attachment on here, find the spot where you want to put it, knock it on, and then very cleverly they've just added this little tightening section so that you don't slip off if you're on a bit of a dodgy slope or lean back too much on the way down. Then you just extend the ladder out as you walk back, find the spot, and then you're up, which is pretty cool. One of the great things that you won't see in a lot of other tents is just the size of the windows. So I'll start with the fly net. You have got the option all the way around, fly net, completely closed or completely open. But you can see the size of the window. You are just so open to the world. You can get rid of that one side, and it is stunning. So if you open that up all the way around, there's not too many flies or mozzies bothering you. You feel like you're sleeping under the stars, which is really cool. And then obviously you got the same experience with fly sheet, which is awesome, and completely closed for those rainy days. So there is an awning, which I don't really feel like opening up, but standard sort of awning that stops the water coming in. We keep it open most of the time just because of this incredible panoramic view. When Layla and I were looking for a rooftop tent, we obviously looked at all the classics. We looked at the iCamper, we looked at the Alucab. They're all much more expensive than the RoofPod, first of all, but more than that, they're really heavy. I can't fit this car into my garage with anything on top, so the hoist story wouldn't work. We went so far as to look at homemade crane type things, and the effort involved was not worth a quick weekend away. So when we found the RoofPod and weighing in it, I think only about 40 kgs with the mattress inside, 2 of us can take it on and off with ease. It's got this latch system, which is pretty clever. It fits onto 2 bars. We've got it just on a roof rack because that's always there for surfboards and luggage and whatnot. It's a relatively quick and easy experience putting it on and off, so much so that we will use it for a weekend away, where I don't think we'd ever do that with the Alucab or the iCamper, even if we had the home crane. We've already talked about the lightweight and the cost effectiveness of the RoofPod compared to some of the other competitors. You do get other slimline rooftop tents which are easy enough to put on with 2 people and don't cost you an arm and a leg. One of the big differences is across all the slimlines we looked at, you can't fit your bedding inside. So knowing that your pillows and your blanket, your duvet, even an extra blanket, sleeping bag, whatever the case may be, is all up there, it takes away from a compromise or rooftop tent. Because one of the biggest things we struggled with is, where do we put our firewood, where do we put our water when we do the big wild camping trips. So just having bedding upstairs, big win. This is a South African review of a South African product, so always good to remember that local is lekker. The company's based in Cape Town. Their after sales support has been incredible. And closing it down is the same easy process. Try not to fall on your face while you're being smooth in front of the camera, but you just pop these strings out to pull everything into the sides. Remember, you've got all your bedding, pillows, everything inside, so it's not always an easy fit. But once you've got the latch over the hook there, pop it down, same thing on the other side, and then you head to the zips. Once you've unfastened the ladder, step back, bring it to the ground, and back in your car.
That's our review. We hope it was extensive enough. And if you have any extra questions, please feel free to leave a comment below, and we will see if we can answer your questions.